3 years ago, I was doing the UTA 100 and coming up this road, it's probably about 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I think maybe a little bit earlier, but it's fairly dark. Couldn't see anything except the illumination, but I remember as I came up here, seeing this rocky outcrop to the left and thinking, oh my God, I wish I had time to go and explore there. So I'm out here this morning, supposedly doing a bit of UTA training. So, well, I am doing plenty of running, getting my time on legs in the mountains. But I thought today would be the day to take that detour, go have a look and see what this rocky outcrop's all about. I've seen a little fire trail in the past that looks like it'll get in close. So today's the day for the detour. I don't know if I'll be able to get right in. I've got to be mindful of snakes. There are some very cool features like that I really want to check out. But yeah, I just got this feeling there's going to be an interesting location. So, all right, let's see what I find. Okay, even though I've seen a larger fire trail, I have noticed this, which looks like a natural entranceway. I'm not sure if you can make it out, so I'm going to head in this way and see what happens. Well, the cool thing is that did lead me in. And one of the very first things I've seen is this little cave just behind me here. I'm sure someone's been in here before, and it's probably an Aboriginal site, or was, and it's probably been used by others since. But yeah, this rocky outcrop looks like something that was definitely worth exploring. So let's take a look inside. Okay, straight away I can see there's a natural cleft in the rock, so right down that line. So you can see that there, and that I think is probably what's helped to hollow this space out. But check this out, it's perfect. It's perfect for camping. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that it's been used for that. Perfect space. Can't see any rock art anywhere. Not that I was expecting to. So yeah, just having a look around. But let's go up the hill a little bit. See what we see up here. I'll keep the camera on so we can record whatever I see in real time. Just got to be mindful, obviously, wildlife, particularly any snakes. I know it doesn't look like a hot day, it's extremely overcast, but yesterday was nearly 40 out here. Much more pleasant today. Now this is something, this is really cool. You can actually literally see the lines of sediment as this area formed, and look at this rocky, stony line straight through the rock, and it goes right around. So yeah, something in its geological development. Was there a great flood or something during this period? But we see this line, I see this line going right around, and then there's stone, then there's a really sandy deposit, and up here another stony deposit, really stony. Let's come in close. Look at that. I think with that, there you go. So give you a nice close look at that deposit. This is absolutely fascinating. You can see a little bit of a crevice over here, so let's go take a closer look. That one bit of greenery is almost poetic. And in front of it, I don't know if you can see, is this poor bug that's just been caught and is working furiously to try and get out of that web. I don't fancy your chances, sorry mate. But again, there is where all those pockmark holes are, directly below that is that line of stony sediment. So I'm sure any geologists watching this are going to have a very interesting take on how this was formed and what this shows about the formations of the area amongst the sandstone. But that's really, really cool to see. And then, sorry, I'll zoom back. Just, yeah, it's great stuff. That's the area down there from where I started. I just went up and had a look into that outcrop there. Then there's another overhang here. It's really sandy underneath. Must be water coming down through that at some point, because what it's done where we've got this fallen tree is it's pushed out all those little stones amongst the sandstone. So they're all on top of this ledge here. And then if I step around and over, I'm just gonna go over this tree. So you can see that all those stones follow here, and then once again we get back into it. So you just see it naturally flow on the outside. I think that's the coolest thing. But there's more than one episode. So whether this is evidence of some kind of flood or a tsunami that washed all this sediment up onto this stone, because we've got that one there, and then we've got another distinct layer just up here. And that actually goes and lines up with the top of that overhang. So it's underneath that's washed away. But you can see, here it is here. So probably about 10 centimeters in height. And there was just a section where all these loose small stones have washed in, set, and then been set amongst the rock. Now, I'm gonna try and head up to the top of the hill. So I just have to be mindful. Probably steeper than I give it credit for. I just knocked the pause button. So gonna head up here. It's not a hard climb, but I do want to make sure I've got good footing here, and even with my hockers. You still got to be mindful of that. Probably be trickier to come down, to be honest. All right, let me pick out a way and probably get on all fours to do this. And let's get up to this spot height. All right, even with just climbing a tiny distance, only climbed up a couple of meters, and already look at the view. I've been down in the bush all morning. It's really foggy, so it's pretty hard to make anything out, but finally I get a look down and look into the valley, and I've still got a few more meters of climbing to go. So we'll just head up here. There we go. All right. Okay. Just give a bit of a better view. The other side. Okay, there's probably a couple of ways I can take up. I think I'll go this way. This looks like the shot. All right, here we go. All right. We're almost there. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Here we go. Oh, check this view out. How awesome is this? How awesome is this? Look at this. This is something else. I can probably get up just a fraction higher. So let's do that. I'm almost at the top now. Probably one more rocky ledge just through here. Here we go. Yep. Wow, this is special. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, this was worth it. And if I zoom in, there we go. That's looking up towards the main part of Katoomba, the Blue Mountains of Three Sisters. You can see that cliff. It's pretty about the fog, but I suppose it adds to the beauty as well. But this has been worth the climb. This is pretty. How good is that? Just this native bush up here. Doesn't really look like anyone comes up here. Certainly not anymore. But yeah, back in the day, what an incredible vantage point if you made your way up here. Just take a look, go through this way. Okay, let's just step up here. Yep. There we go. Oh, there's some really nice butterflies up here as well. Don't know if you can see that. There it is. Gorgeous. Someone's had a campfire up here at this point, so at some point, good on them. None of that at the moment. It's all total fire ban. As I mentioned before, it looks pretty gloomy at the moment, but heat's been pretty intense of late. And that's looking out, if we could see, out towards the dam. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful part of the country. Slightly better view. There we go. Well, this was certainly well worth the trip up. It's just great, you know, if you ever get out, get the chance, make the chance. Get out, explore nature, get on the trails, and then when you see those little gaps, when you see those little narrow paths that seem to lead somewhere off the trail, you see something that grabs your interest, you know, make the time, come check it out, and you just get to explore this awesome stuff that, yeah, you feel closer to nature, you feel closer to everything when you're out in a location like this. It really does ground you to be out here with nature pretty much all by myself. I've seen 3 people all morning in the last like 3 hours. So yeah, enjoy, keep your adventures going. All right, bye for now.